Hi, it's Brady, the political guy, once again. I want to talk about the $6 billion in Iranian funds that we almost unfroze, almost gave back.
But we didn't.
So to start with, Iran has been funding terrorism all over the Middle East for ages. They fund Hamas, they fund the Houthi rebels, they fund terrorist groups in Lebanon, Syria. They're a pain in the butt. And because of that, we've been putting sanctions on them over and over again for years and years. And one of the things we've done as part of sanctions is any money that big wigs in the Iranian government had in U.S. banks or banks of our close allies, we froze all of those assets. $6 billion they could no longer spend. And we've been keeping that for a while. But over the years, they've also taken captive some of our people. We've taken captive some of theirs. And we wanted to arrange for a prisoner exchange. And in the negotiations for which prisoners to exchange for which other one, which of our prisoners we'll get back in exchange for which prisoners we're going to release and blah, 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 we made the deal that we would release that $6 billion, but make it only available to use for food, to buy food and to buy humanitarian aid. Things like blankets and tents and things to help people that are struggling and refugees be able to survive a little bit more easily. Make life a little bit easier for the little people. And we had a bank set up in Qatar that would do that for us. Qatar is allies with Iran and with the United States. They're a good middleman to be able to run this deal for us. So we had all the funds moved to this bank, and we had this prisoner, the $6 billion in frozen funds, moved to this bank ready to be unfrozen. We hadn't done it yet, but it was ready to be unfrozen. And we did the prisoner exchange. We sent them their 5 people back. They sent us our 5 people back. And we were going to check to make sure everyone was okay, and they'd follow the rules of treatment for them. And then we were going to release the funds after that. But in that little gap, during that little gap, after we got our prisoners back and before we unfroze the assets, Hamas used Iranian funding and Iranian military aid to attack Israel. And it ignited the whole bloodbath going on down there now. They wanted to invoke horrible overreaction by Israel, and they did. Israel is overreacting terribly and slaughtering innocent people. And Gaza now has more child amputees than any other population in the world. Awful situation down there. They're treating every single civilian like they're all part of Hamas, even though it's like 0.5% of them are. It's an awful situation. But it all was triggered by Hamas attacking using Iranian weapons. So instantly we're like, no, we're not doing this friendly deal with you. We've got what we want already. We've got our prisoners back. You don't get the $6 billion anymore. So that was never unfrozen. They never got to see a penny. We did get our people back. We did release them 5 prisoners, but the money is still frozen, still in that bank in Qatar. It's never getting out, probably, because they betrayed us. That's the video.